Hello Taurus and welcome to your reading. Let's start your reading, Taurus. Let's see what's happening in your present. What are you experiencing? What are you undergoing? Let's get a reading for Taurus. And in your present you have the Ten of Swords. Experiencing an end to a situation, a very drastic situation I must say, and something really heavy, something which has really burdened you, something definitely coming from the past, maybe this life, it definitely connected to your past life also, but a final end of something, or it can also talk of, for some of you, a situation which is done to death, in the sense that something has been going on and on and on, and finally, there is nothing much you can do, but finally, having been at it for so long, now the final end is something you are experiencing. What is the challenge in this? You have got the Queen of Cups. It's taking a toll on you emotionally, right? You're feeling, some of you, it can be draining you emotionally, and for some of you it could be something which is making you happy, because some kind of very heavy, dense situation is finally over. I'll just get a clarifier for the Queen of Cups. Page of Swords. Something is over, Taurus, definitely, and now your mind is abuzz with whole lot of ideas for what is coming up. There is a lot of communication. There is in your own head, maybe with others as well. It is all about how you can Two of Swords. Can you get this? And the Hanged Man. All right, so here there is an end to a situation, but now you're looking at how you can proceed with this, but this is not the time to move forward. This is just a time for you to just be aware that something has ended, something has been done to death. There is a lot of confusion, there is a lot of you do not find the way forward. Something has been disturbing you, and it's emotionally as well as mentally, and you're just letting things be. It takes time for things to sink in. It takes time for a little time to pass before we can get a grip on the situation, but something definitely is over for you, Taurus, and just wait a while for things to come together. There is no path you can see forward. There is no clarity you can get. There is nothing clear in your mind or in your heart about the situation and what you can do. It's over, but how to deal with it, that is a bit of a issue. It's best left for now. What is the past connection to this? Two of Wands. Okay, fine. Two of Wands. And let me get, okay, there was something about childhood experience, or to do with, okay, there was a past relationship, Taurus, which you had a lot of expectations, and you were looking forward, you were looking at it for a long term. You were looking out in the future how your relationship could proceed, but something broke your heart, and finally you decided to end this relationship, or it ended on its own. There was a lot of there is a lot of sadness, there is a lot of grief regarding this childhood crush, or a relationship which started when you were pretty young, maybe a teenager or early 20s. For some of you it could be a children related issue, but something which has caused immense sadness because it is over. You thought it would go ahead, you thought it would be for the long term, you thought there would be possibilities for it to occur in the future, but it hasn't, and I think it's left you heartbroken, and that is why you have this head is muddled. You don't want to look at your feelings, you don't want to see what your heart is trying to tell you. You're just letting it be. Okay, this is what has happened. Now let me see what are the possibilities for you in this coming time. Look after yourself. That's your guidance, Taurus. Focus on yourself. Keep yourself healthy. Look after your body. Look after your well-being. Put your time into constructive use for yourself. You need to recover from this entire episode. So do focus and put your focus on yourself and look after yourself for now, to kind of come to terms with this. Okay, what are the likely challenges you can experience? Temperance. Do bring about a balance. It might be very difficult for you right now, Taurus, because such a drastic event and complete shattering of the heart, it can make anybody not want to do anything. But do slowly do one or two activities for yourself on a regular basis, only for yourself, for your well-being. A balance will start coming in. Otherwise there is a possibility that it could become a little more difficult for you. So you're aware of this, you're watching the reading. The Temperance card is telling you with the Four of Pentacles that little by little, start looking after yourself. Don't let yourself go completely, right? And let us see what is coming up for you in the times to come. There are more, things are going to take a turn definitely with the Magician. There is a lot more creative time coming for you. You need to think about and plan for your future, Taurus, right? Whatever has happened. Now you need to make plans for the future, for your well-being. What is going to, how you need to move on from here. That is the card. Slowly but steadily. With the Knight of Pentacles, it is telling you to take your time, but do come up with plans for yourself. What is it that you would want to do next? Though you might not feel like doing it, but the Temperance card is telling you to focus little by little, take baby steps towards this. And let's get you some guidance for this, Taurus, right? So just move slowly and steadily. Be thankful for all what you have. This is a time to be, I know it might not, one might not feel like that, but there is always a silver lining to every dark cloud, right? So see what that is. See what all you still have. What is what you, there's lots we can all be grateful for. So that is, this card is telling you that when you start expressing gratitude for all what you have, all what has worked out, that is going to help you start bringing about this little balance for yourself. You will feel very happy for what you have, and you would want to protect that, and work on it to keep it for yourself, right? This is what this is saying, that be grateful and thankful for what you have with you. Be honest with yourself about this situation, and honest about this entire thing, what has worked for you, what it has taught you, and how it has panned out. It's different for everybody, but for all of you, you need to be honest with yourself with this situation. With this Two of Swords here, we do have not wanting to look at it, but here this card is urging you that the more you look into it for yourself, you'll be able to sift out things and move ahead. We have got the Death card. Definitely, with this, something coming to an end, and you are experiencing grief, right, regarding a relationship, okay, and you are feeling lonely. It is true. All these cards are backing up the tarot cards, but it is, the whole focus is to be grateful with a very honest and an open mind and heart for what you have and what this came for. You need to just analyze this little more, Taurus, to get to the to just understand the situation for what it is. There is there are a lot of things whereby we can say that this happened, that happened, because you have your reality, there is another person's reality, and there is what the universe is trying to tell you through this, right? So you need to be very open, and the more you start doing it, the more you'll start seeing it for yourself. This is, I was shuffling for 2 cards of outcome for you. You are going to get that breakthrough when you start being honest about this entire situation, and whatever else you want to avoid looking at. But once you start looking at it, you will get that mental clarity for yourself, and you will find certain amount of happiness, because you will start being grateful for what you have. That itself is going to give you that happiness, and giving you that that positive energy and vibe coming back into you, so that you can proceed forward. All this has taught you a lot. All this was very karmic, but you need to see the silver lining in this entire episode for you to come out of it, to have your realization, and not get stuck with one aspect of this entire episode, right? Because everything has so many layers, it has so much to it, then that one thing or those 2 things, right? You need to see all of it in totality for yourself, and see how it has worked for you in many ways. So with that, I'll wrap up your reading, Taurus. Thank you for watching.